Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Samantha. This is the Budget Mum UK, and today I'm having another good look at March's budget. I've had a lot of financial changes over the recent weeks and therefore for the coming weeks, which has massively impacted on my March budget. This is the second time I'm going to be looking at this because I've had to do quite a bit of research being self-employed, and I didn't want to put myself into a position where I was struggling to pay back more money than I was going to make. So, come on in. Hey guys, if you are new here, this channel is all to do with budgeting, finances, cash stuffing, savings challenges, all those crazy things that we love doing at the moment. I'm a single mom to two children, a 14-year-old and a very nearly 2-year-old, and they both really keep me on my toes in terms of finances. I recently quit my full-time teaching job to become self-employed private tutor, and I've just gotten over paying quite a lot of debt off, and I'm down to my last £5,000 or thereabouts, and I'm planning on paying that off over the next 6 months. So if you think that's something of interest to you, then do stick around, and I would absolutely love it if you would consider subscribing. And if you are already subscribed, then you will of course already know how much I love you. So let's have a look. Now, if you join me on the last look at this budget, because of now taking on some extra consultancy work, previously I was getting universal credit, and that equated to around about £1,050 a month. Now, it's a bit tricky when you're self-employed and you're trying to figure out universal credit, because it's very, it's not very clear, it's not very succinct. And because as a self-employed person, your money can vary so easily, literally week by week, day by day, month by month, it becomes quite difficult to plan in terms of what you might actually get for universal credit. So because I'm now going to be making a significant amount more, that's going to push me over a certain threshold, even though I know universal credit will probably pay me based on my previous earnings, i.e. not very much, any money that they are going to send me, I'm just going to ignore. I'm just going to keep hold of it to one pot, because they'll probably want that back the month after. Because I just don't know how it's going to work. It's not, one size fits all, which is really frustrating in some ways. It just makes it more difficult to manage. So the idea being is, if I just assume there's nothing coming from them and I don't budget for it, then I've not lost anything. It's not going to cost me anything, basically. So the other change is that I've had a lot of losses this month in terms of the jobs that I had booked in. I say jobs, I mean students, because as a self-employed tutor, that's what they are. A lot of things went on in terms of cancellations and messing me about, and it just meant I lost a lot of money. People weren't paying on time. Yeah, so it's had a massive impact, and I've had to refund things through terms of Etsy and other things as well. But I've now accounted for all those. I've crunched lots of numbers. These are my real numbers. These are what I'm going to go into March with. So I'm ignoring any possible universal credit that may come. If it does come, I don't see how it would or why or whatever, but I'll account for that later on. And basically, I'll probably just throw that at savings, hopefully. Sorry, not my savings, at my debt, because obviously you're not allowed to have too much savings with universal credit. So that's something else to be mindful of as well. So in terms of my income, for my private tutoring, it was initially around £1,473, and I'm dropping that down to £1,273 for my private tutoring this month. And on top of that, I am doing some consultancy work, which is going to equate to £1,540. So that is going to be my take-home pay. So these numbers are all calculated after my taxes come out as well, just so you know, because I know I've had a couple of questions about that. So these are my, I already do my calculation off screen for my tax for my own accounts, if you like. So that's that. So the amount for the whole of March is £2,813. So if I quickly just tot up my actual bills, and I know gas and electricity is about to go up as well. I think if you're like me, everyone seems to have just got like an email this like week explain your money's about your gas, electricity words are about to go up. So something else to bear in mind. 985. Have I done this right? I feel like I've missed something somewhere. 50. Let me just double check. The other good thing as well, this month my nursery fees are coming down because I've been told Universal Credit will now pay 85%, which has taken its time to get sorted out, but so it has so far. I'm lucky really that this month is a much better month because it's going to be an expensive month for me in terms of I've got a lot of birthdays and things going on, and I'll have a look at that with you at some point. Yeah, I thought I made a mistake somewhere. Okay, yeah, don't know how I managed to do that. £1,005.50. So that's my bills basically for the month. So if I do 2813 and subtract the 1,005.50, which leaves me, which is A, this money in, and B, and then I divide it by 4. So even though sometimes slightly longer than 4 weeks, that's how I like to do it, so I know where I'm at. Sometimes I get extra earnings if I'm doing an extra session with a student, for example, or if I sell things on Facebook Marketplace or eBay or whatever else, then that goes in each week and adds on. But for now, I know I've got £1,807.50, and I'm going to divide that by the 4, which leaves me with still a massive amount for the week. Let's call that £88. I'm going to round it down to 450. There we go. That'll be my. Oh, I can't believe how much money that is. Honestly, it's a crazy amount for me. Honestly, crazy amount. I've never had that much sort of expenditure cash wise for a long time. So really, really nice to see. That's my budget for March. I'm just going to have a quick look at my March diary so I know what's coming up, because I have got lots of things coming up, because that's going to help me with my budget as well. Okay, so my goal for this month, because it's such a large amount that I've now got coming in and I'm used to living on a small budget, I'm actually going to aim to put £1,000 towards debt. And I would like to have as many no spend days as possible, which is usually how I live anyway. I very rarely buy things just because, you know, you get set into a certain lifestyle, it becomes that way. But I have got a lot of events going on this month, so I'm going to give myself a goal of 20 no spend days, which out of 31 means I've got 11 spend days, but I'm going to try and just stick to the days that I'm actually already planned to go out to be my spend days, if that makes sense. So basically on the 6th, so I've got my parents' anniversary, and I know we're going for a meal. So I have to budget for that. So all my brothers are going with their families as well, so I suspect we'll probably pay for mum and dad's meal, so I'll need to think about that too. Then I've got a birthday party for 2 littlies, it's like my auntie's grandchildren. So I'm just going to put ×2, so I know I've got to get 2 presents for that. Then, so the actual anniversary is here on the 7th. And then, what else do we have? We've got, Holly's actually in a play this week, so I'm going to have to get tickets for at least one of these nights. I'll probably, so I work Wednesdays till late, work Friday till quite late. Like, those are my days where I very much struggle to get anything in. But on the Saturday, I've already got something else planned as well. Maybe I'll see if I can get tickets for here. can find someone to have Alexander. And then on here we've got 5 p.m. there's a meal for my brother's birthday. And, well, my brother and my niece, because on the 13th is, I'm telling you, it's a busy, it's a busy time. Alex's birthday. I've just decided to do like a garden party, so I'm really praying for some lovely weather. We can have a nice garden party. Alex's birthday, but then it's my brother's birthday here as well. So that's another present to have to buy. Then it's my niece's birthday on the 14th. She's 14. And then I completely forgot that apparently it's Mother's Day is at the 27th this month. So already, I haven't even counted up these. I might already have failed my no spend challenge as it is. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spending days already kind of planned in there. I think that's everything for March. I can't think of anything else at the moment, but it's just I'm gonna have to be really, really careful when I come to do my weekly plan, making sure I'm checking this all the time and that I've put enough in each envelope so I don't fall short at any point. So yeah, so this is my March budget as it now looks going forward. I feel a bit more comfortable with this one, I think, because before there's too much money that I'd anticipated coming in, and it just didn't feel right. Basically, I didn't feel comfortable with that. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it, and hopefully your March budget is going to look good as well for you. Thank you so much for joining me, and have an amazing day. Bye.